in the building. Salute Haitian beauty. All right, I guess I'll go ahead and get started. Yeah, I'm original B sector. I helped create the B sector. Let me give y'all some real history, right? The B sector didn't start with Lady Nika now, Treasure Lane now. The B sector started with T.S. Medicine and Kaya. Uh, Now I wasn't there at that particular time. So you had, like Jay Wilson, misogynistic Jay Wilson going at daughter. He called her daughter, VS, right? All right, so they going at each other because Jay Wilson supports T.S. Madison trans, right? Jay Wilson is always going to be on the manly side, right? And surprisingly, although VS is male identified, during this time, she was on some women empowerment stuff. She was supporting Kaya Motormouth. All right, well, I guess she said she would support both. But at any rate, we know how, like, people who, I was raised up in church. I just didn't let them indoctrinate my mind to make me feel like I was less than because I was a woman, right? Never have, never will. I was deeply religious. I mean, I have, my grandparents are preachers. When y'all talk about Masons and all that, that's me. I'm a traveler. Well, I'm sorry about being cloudy, but I am. But that's the best I can say without saying too much. Cause although I don't do that no more, I still try to uphold what I was, told or taught to do. The indoctrination. You know what I'm saying? The indoctrination. So I still got a little of that indoctrination, just like everybody else do. Just like I understand the indoctrination that comes with being religiously raised, whether it be Muslim, Islam, whether it be, because these are patriotic religions. Religions was created for patriarchy, because in the beginning of the time it was matriarchy, okay? And I got that knowledge from being Shada, Indian, from my chief. He said it should be chieftainess, empress. So that's what makes it so hard for me to come out here sometimes to speak on stuff, because I guess I know too much. And then I look at things from all kinds of different perspectives. Even like when we talk about the Mo3 case, I'm gonna come on and give my perspective about Carmela Anthony in a minute. I don't make up content. I don't run plays. When I come on here, I try to do stuff that's actually real life, that's gonna help people, right? I would love the numbers, but at the same time, I'm not willing to sacrifice my soul, myself, or anything to do it like the majority of people out here do. Y'all see them. Anything for a little bit of attention. I got attention as a kid. I get attention now. Like, I'm just not B sector. I started off in the conscious community. I helped create the Aboriginal community. So I'm very controversial. That's why I have a lot of haters that want to stop me, want to silence me. But I hope they realize that they can't and never will, right? I will step up to the plate. I steps up to the plate. Unlike a lot of them, I don't believe in manipulation. And I pray to God that I never become a narcissist, right? Self-centered individual. I do what I do for the greater good. But anyways, we talking about B sector today. I very seldom do this. I don't do this because I'm trying to fall out of this algorithm because I am greater than the B sector. The B sector basically talks about other people, right? And not to an extent that would help us grow as people, not to an extent that would do any greater good. It's to the extent of hurting people. It's hurt people hurting other people. I don't fall in that category. That ain't what I do. And then I would not feel satisfied getting numbers off of that. I couldn't come on here every day doing it, hurting other people. Because I'm about that love gene. Love is the greatest energy. Because I'm also spiritual, right? Love is the greatest energy. And that's what makes it hard for me. But let's talk about Jay Wilson, right? So, salute to Heidi Flyucici. She may not want to tell y'all, but I really brought her into the B sector. This was during the time, me and VS was having a fling. And I ran across Heidi. And I liked Heidi because she was creative. She played instruments. She had art. She's animated. She's entertaining in herself. That was the old B sector, right? So Heidi Fly, she started out defending VS. And I don't know if it was because I was dropping down. I was telling her about the instruments that I played. I was telling her about I liked her creativity or whatever. And I don't know if she came across VS by way of me. Probably did. But VS came over there. And then when VS came over there, Mona Simone went over there, right? Now, this is after Mona Simone tried to drop down a VS chat. And VS blocked her because she said only TSCC people, right? Because VS ran her platform like a cult or a ship. Now me, like, I don't know if I'm still not a YouTube minded thinker. So I wasn't looking at it. I was curious about VS. I was interested in VS. Because believe it or not, there was some good things about VS. I think there still is. I just think that when you consistently keep allowing yourself to be degraded and abused, you become broken. Which brings me to Jay Wilson. Jay Wilson is a very abusive, right? He comes in disguise like Lemon or whatever as a preacher, as the good guy. But all along, all he's trying to do is break a woman, break somebody that's weaker than him because they are really broken. They the broken ones, right? They the broken ones. Jay Wilson is a broken man. And he's highly abusive, highly misogynistic, highly narcissistic, right? I called it out a long time ago because my thing was I came into the sector on the Tanaya and the Larry Nelson stuff. And I'm just like, why is a father sitting out here degrading his own daughter, right? I understand, like, and Jay Wilson's whole thing was to make Larry Nelson right and her wrong, make the woman look bad. And then on the flip side, I joined forces with VS because VS was giving a survivor, a victim, a chance to speak. Me coming from that same background, now thank God I wasn't like, it's not like my folks didn't allow me to speak. It's a lot of components that go with that. Like, you're afraid to speak. You're afraid to hurt somebody. You're afraid of the after effect. It's so much stuff that goes with it. And that's why I supported VS, and that's why I supported Tanaya. Because I believe that people should have an opportunity to express. And once you express it, it gives you freedom and liberation. It's like you take your power back, right? You begin to, because like most victims think that they're the ones that's wrong. And what's sad is a lot of black people and black families, and I'm just saying black for the sake of, I don't know other cultures, right? Misogynistic or whatever. I don't know other cultures, but from my experience coming from religious preachers, all, a lot of times the victims get shunned, victim bash. In mental health, I have advocated for therapy specifically for victims of that, because that's something that affects your life for a lifetime. You never get over it. Now you can cope with it, you can learn to maneuver from it, but you never get over it. Because that's somebody coming in snatching your innocence, they snatching your soul, they snatch, like, before you can even, it's like they're sexualizing you. It's like they're oppressing you before you can even learn who you are, right? And it's unfortunate that ego, we're going to talk about ego and narcissism, right? I always told y'all, some of these gay men can be more misogynistic, and y'all should see it, especially in this sector, right? Then y'all can see so many broken women, the male identified broken women, and they believe that they can't survive, right? Without a man. When if they really got real history and went back into ancient history, whether it be Kemetic, Egyptian, whether it be Mesopotamian, American Indian history, the world, it was matriarchal societies. That's why we have Easter, Esther, a lot, which is the female gods that they now call Allah. Most god and goddesses were women, right? But anyway, I'm gonna get up off of that. That's a little too deep for y'all. I'm just trying to say that men have mastered manipulation, right? And all that's happening is manipulation. And that's why the world keeps getting worse, because men are not great leaders. And in a lot of ways, I think that men lack the ability of love. We have to love because, you have some children. We love our mamas, our grandmamas, our granddaddies, our uncles. So, like, even as a woman, I just can't ice out the next man. We have unconditional love. We're born with the nurturing ability. If you look at the masculine energy, we're talking about energy now. Let's take physical out of it. Let's look at spiritual and mental, right? When you look at feminine energy, it's everything. The plants are feminine. Everything is feminine. Feminine gives life. Feminine is life. Feminine is the complete circle. Feminine is 360. The feminine is 9. Everything that is good is feminine, right? When you look at masculine, because men are here to provide and protect. And it was because women were bearing children, right? Carrying children, bearing children, so they shouldn't be out there in war, right? And it's sad to look at today that the roles have reversed. And a lot of the reasons why the roles have reversed is because of a lot of y'all too. Y'all carry on that conduct instead of making them stand up and be grown men, be fathers, be uncles. Y'all make excuses for their poor behavior, for their selfish, childish behaviors. They get a lot of support in this sector by doing nothing. And then their content a lot of times is women degrading, women bashing content. But you got women who support it, not realizing that they don't respect you either. They don't respect you either. They want you to give them all the support, all the respect, but they're not gonna give you none in return. They want you to do all of that without doing anything. Then you coming forth and you putting forth all this hard work and get nothing out of it. Isn't that a shame? Women who do that are broken. They broken. And it's sad. But Heidi Flyucici, shout out old school B sector, original B sector, Heidi Fly, who's talented, who we do need back out here because, it ain't gonna be no fake content. It ain't gonna be no play running content. It's gonna be some content. Like, what y'all don't know is the B sector has a lot of unresolved issues. But these newbies who want to be seen for nothing, that's old. We don't want, because they don't want y'all to see who they really are. If y'all want some real content, some real entertainment, y'all make them stand on it. Make them stand on their past. Make them stand on the stuff that they did. Make them stand on being a hater. Make them stand on the fact that they're sitting out here presenting themselves as something that they're not. Make them stand on it. And that's why I salute Heidi Fly. Because she's still the same. Heidi's the same. Heidi is the same. And then a lot of y'all women need to stop this queen stuff. Queen of this, queen of that. They started that to cause division. And then these Negroes, they don't fight. They brush each other, but they don't fight. Divide and conquer of a sector that's predominantly 90% women, but women get the less support. We wasn't always about this degrading women content. We wasn't always on this self-hating content. That ain't where the B sector started. Like I said, Larry Nelson, Jay Wilson got outed. He was out there acting like he was straight. Cause they it's pickpocketing. They running y'all pockets down, women. Y'all will never have a chance with them. They don't give a care. And I'm talking about Lemon, Ghetto. A lot of these people, some of them don't even like black women. Ghetto, Resto, Binary. A lot of these people don't, but they here to run y'all pockets. And it looks stupid. Or look crazy for y'all to give it to them. Then they run deflection and they run attacks on the black women and y'all run with it. That's self-hatred. But like I said, I'm about to do a video in just a few minutes on my opinion. I might do it a little later because I got to get my notes together for this one. This one I just did randomly. But I want to come forward to talk about Carmela Anthony, right? And how grown folks turn this into a racist situation. Everything ain't racist. And how they really hurting that little young boy. But at any rate, until next time, it's all up. Hey, boo-boo, I see you. Thank you for coming, boo-boo. You know who you are. You know who you are. Salute to all the support. Y'all smash that like and share. I try to stay away from, because I can get dangerous when it comes down, because I'm an original B sector person. I am a true OG. I'm a forefather. Lady Nika's not. Lady Nika was part of Vegas Gate. Vegas Gate and B sector is something totally different. The Wiley Show named us the B sector. Anything after T.S. Madison and Kaya is the B sector. Anything before is not. So a lot of these people y'all out here thinking it's OGs, they not. They didn't make the sector. They didn't make it entertaining. They didn't make mainstream want to come in here and get on it. And it's not worth that anymore. Because now they running plays. They're trying to do anything for attention. They're creating and writing scripts. And a lot of these people that y'all sitting down worshiping, they was nobodies. And then they coming at the people who, like, we didn't intentionally come out here to do that. We just got caught up in it. And then it was just what it was. It was entertaining. It was the bump. So maybe the B sector we shut down. The original B sector. Now we got B sector 2.0. And so you gotta let these youngsters realize that they don't even know what's happening. But at any rate, it's love, peace, and hair grease. Shout out to everybody in the chat, y'all. If you ain't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like and share, because I'm really trying to go. I'm better than this sector. I'm better than this, and I'm trying to go where I belong. You know what I'm saying? And it's always been like this. I have always came on here on some creative stuff. I don't get entertainment out of degrading other people. I'd rather uplift you than degrade you. I'm about that love. I'm on that spiritual. I'm a 33 for real. But anyways, hit that like button, share, subscribe, and until next time, it is unapologetically Q out of exiting building. I love peace to everyone.